Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Bears are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Seahawks defense that wants to make quick stops. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go!
On first down, it's Simeon. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
All right, here we go. Green!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Set!
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Set! 3-19!
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
And they're on it here. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
And a hit this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
And they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Set! Green!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells every...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Over! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. Looking middle, and that's complete. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Did that totally surprise you after the meeting we had with the head coach this week?
Well, he talked about being aggressive, but opening drive of the game to fake a field goal, that's very aggressive.
Yeah, you're right. I'm probably trying to act like I knew a little bit more there. He caught me off guard as well, but looking back on it, he did tell us in our meeting he planned to be very aggressive in this game, and there's a terrific example of it.
And that's incomplete. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Now that's hot.
Throwing again is Simeon. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Lockett the return. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
15 yards there on the catch and run. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Wilson will throw again. And Graham's got it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
To throw is Wilson. He's got Kurz. It goes for a down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Going all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again here, Wilson. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Again, Wilson. That's caught at the 3. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's caught at the 3. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green.
Now a first carry for their fullback. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. And the Bears in the nickel. No way doing a dive. He's out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And look at this. It's a fake. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Graham slotted out to the left.
Easy.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
They do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ohio!
Wildcat look. Here's Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of.
Right,
That's what they're looking for here. And they'll go on the ground. Bulldozes past him. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Bears are going to get a first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, beef up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On first down, it's Simeon. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before
Here
the
we go
clock
now.
warning.
3, 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Please break in the action here.
3-19.
We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Simeon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Watch it now,
5
Marty.
yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And quickly they get to the line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down
Here we
because
go
when
now.
you run a slide route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
He's got time. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Wilson on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached intermission. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how this works. Pitch goes to Rawls. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that a lot of the time. After the half, things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to run. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson surveying the field. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
Here we go
They
now.
got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Leopard. Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter,
Detroit!
you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with the lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Leopard. Let's go. Leopard. Green 39. Here we go now. 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out with one
go.
back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they gotta bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run. You got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and herd him out of bounds.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go. go. Blue 90. Over.
Off of play action, Simeon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
All right, here we go.
They come out here in the eye.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Simeon, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here, losing yardage to the 14. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Second down, 8. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
That was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Well, you saw 5 receivers out there, third down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down. Rawls looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Complete outright to Kurz. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Here's Rawls, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both plays. Right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So on 4th down, now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they had now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on second is Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Barney!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Chicago first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take... And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set! Green!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one goes for 24 yards.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! Hot!
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Chicago, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.